lecture is graphs. So, what is the meaning of graph? Graphs are actually widely applied in various subjects like physics, genetics, economics, computer technology, operation research, and all that. Euler, Cayley, Hamiltonian, Kirchhoff, these are the mathematicians who are the founders of this theory. Cayley, Hamiltonian, and Kirchhoff. These are the mathematicians who laid foundations to the graph theory. So we shall discuss about the graph theory in this chapter. We will discuss about the handshaking theorem that is helpful to solve problems on simple and multigraphs using Dirac's theorem, which is helpful to determine whether a graph possesses a Hamiltonian circuit or not using Dijkstra algorithm, which is helpful in finding out the shortest path between the two vertices in a weighted graph, and graph coloring. This is also very important, which is helpful in finding the number of colors needed to paint the regions of a map. Now, what is graph? A graph is actually a collection of a set of vertices as well as set of edges. So it is actually G, which is a collection of a set of vertices capital V and a set of edges capital E. Vertices are also said to be as nodes, or edges are also said to be as sides. So if the two vertices are associated with each other, it forms an edge. Just like this, we have a side and in which we have first vertex V1 and second vertex V2. And by joining these two vertices, we have an edge that is named as E1. So edges are created with the help of joining of two vertices. Similarly, we have a third vertex V3 and your edge is E2, and we have third edge E3, which has been created by joining V2 and V3. और जो भी दो vertices join हुए हैं, जैसे V1 and V2 are joined over here with the help of an edge, so V1 and V2 are said to be adjacent vertices, and the edge E1 can be denoted like this. E1 edge is also a set of ordered pairs, that is V1 and V2. This is written as an ordered pair. So it means in the set of a capital V, we can write on V1, V2, V3. And in the set of edges, we can write on the ordered pairs V1, V2, V1, V3, and V2, V3. These are actually E1, E2, and E3. So edges are actually the ordered pairs of adjacent vertices connected with each other. There are two types of graph: infinite graph and finite graph. If a finite number of vertices are there, then the graph is said to be finite graph. Otherwise, the graph is said to be infinite graph. And we have one more important term, that is undirected graph. An undirected graph G, which is a collection of the set of vertices and edges, consists of a finite non-empty set V of vertices or nodes and an edge set E of an unordered pairs. Unordered pairs. Remember. Now, what does it mean? It means in the case of undirected graph, we can write down the set of edges like this. that is V1, V2, V1, V3, V2, V3. But it can also be written like this: V2, V1, V3, V1 and V3, V2 also. हम edges को ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं और ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं in the case of undirected graph. But if we have a directed graph, the edges can be written only a set of ordered pairs. You see, this is also a triangle having three vertices. These are edges E1, E2, and E3. So, in the directed graph, this is the example of a directed graph, which consists of a non-empty set of vertices capital V and a set E of directed edges. This is important. Directed edges mean one vertex is striking towards another vertex. एक वर्टेक्स से एज शुरू हो रहा है और दूसरे की तरफ जाकर खत्म हो रहा है. Similarly, V2, V3 is like this, and V1, V3 is like this. And in that case, the edges will be written V1, V2. जो स्ट्राइक कर रहा है वर्टेक्स वो पहले लिखा जाएगा और जिस पर स्ट्राइक कर रहा है वो सेकंड नंबर पर लिखा जाएगा. V1, V3 and V2, V3. And these are set of ordered pairs. और undirected के केस में unordered pairs थे, directed के केस में ordered pairs. अब V1, V2 cannot be written like this. अगर directed का केस ले रहे तो V2, V1 नहीं लिख सकते आप. So this is the difference between the directed and undirected graph. Ordered pairs and unordered pairs. Next we have types of graph. The first is simple graph, an undirected graph G in which each edge is associated to an unordered pair of vertices and no other edge is associated to the same edge is called as a simple graph. Now, like this is the unordered pair of vertices graph V1, V2, V3 having edges E1, E2, E3. So these are the edges here in the graph. Three edges are there in the triangle. These are the edges marked. So these are unordered pair of vertices. But if two vertices are joined only by an edge, but not more than one edge. So this is an edge between the pair of vertices. और simply अगर हम कहें तो simple graph वो है जिसमें दो pair of vertices में एक से ज्यादा edge ना हो. That is a simple graph. But in the next we will have multi-graph, a graph which consists of multiple edges as well as loops. Multiple edges as well as loops. That graph is said to be multi-graph. Now, what is the meaning of multiple edges? अगर दो vertices के बीच में एक से ज्यादा edge हैं, like this. One edge is this, second edge is this. So this is a multi-graph. It also contains loops. Loop is also an edge. This is just like this is an edge also. V1 से start होकर के V1 पर ही जो finish हो, that is also an edge, and this is an edge between V1 and V1. And this is also possible in the case of a directed graph like this. This is the example of a directed graph. Now the next one is pseudograph. Pseudograph, a graph G that may include loops or multiple edges connecting the same pair of vertices is called as a pseudograph. Pseudograph is actually also the type of multigraph which has edges multiple edges as well as loops. Similarly, simple directed graph भी हो सकता है और undirected graph भी हो सकता है. We may have a null graph. सिंपल डायरेक्टेड का भी टाइप लिख सकते हैं, सिंपल अनडायरेक्टेड का भी लिख सकते हैं. We have a null graph or a discrete graph or empty graph. ये सारे इसी का नाम है. When there is no edge in the graph, so just like this is the first vertex and this is the second vertex and this is the third vertex. So all the vertices are not joined with the help of an edge. So that graph is said to be a null graph. And हम ये भी कह सकते हैं, इसमें एक टर्म आता है degree of a vertex. We can say that the degree means the number of edges joined with the vertex. So there is no edge joined with the V1, so degree is 0. So degree of V2 is also 0 and degree of V3 is also 0. When the degree of each vertex is 0, then the graph is said to be null or discrete graph. और जब 0 डिग्री हो तो वर्टेक्स को हम बोलते हैं आइसोलेटेड वर्टेक्स. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ आइसोलेटेड. डिग्री की बात हम लोग अनडायरेक्टेड के केस में भी कर सकते हैं, V1 and V2 and V3. So in that case, degree is denoted by D, degree of V1. Now the number of edges joined with V1, that is one edge, that is V2, second edge. So degree of V1 is 2. Similarly, degree of V2 is also 2 and degree of V3 is also 2. But there is the term in degree and out degree. In degree mean, but before this, अगर हम loop बनाते हैं यहाँ पर, just see, loop is there around V1. So what is the degree of V1 in that case? One edge, two edge, और जो loop है वो that adds 2 to the degree. It means one edge is clockwise direction and one edge in anti-clockwise direction. So the total degree comes out to be 4. This is important. But if we have one more edge, just like pseudograph or multigraph, so in that case, your degree of a V1 comes out to be 5. So that will be 4 plus 1, that is 5. So one edge, 2, 3, 4 clockwise and 5th anti-clockwise. So total degree of V1 in that case is 5. But now, what will happen when the graph is an directed graph? So that is a V1, V2, V3. Directed mean, in the case of directed, we will have in degree and out degree. So in degree of V1 will be there, out degree of V1 will be there. In degree mean the number of edges striking to V1. कितने edges V1 को strike कर रहे हैं? So here is 1. So that is in degree 1. Similarly, one edge is going outward from V1. So out degree is also 1. But if we have the loop, this is the directed loop. So in degree भी एक ऐड हो जाती है और out degree भी एक बढ़ जाती है इस केस में. So in degree भी 2 और out degree भी 2. So this is the meaning of a degree of a vertex. Now we have isolated vertex has already been told to you, whose degree is 0. Next we have a pendant vertex. This is the type of a vertex. A vertex is said to be a pendant vertex if there is only one edge incident on it. Degree of V1 if there is only one edge incident on it. If degree of V1 is 1 only, then the vertex is said to be a pendant vertex. And this is the in degree actually, because incident on it we are talking about. So if the graph is like this, so this is V1, V2 and V3. Only one edge is incident on it. That is the degree, in degree is 1, then the vertex is said to be pendant vertex. Similarly, even and odd vertex, if the degree is even, then the vertex is even. If degree is odd, the vertex is odd. We have a source and a sink. So a vertex with in degree 0, if the in degree of a vertex is 0, then the vertex is said to be a source vertex. If the out degree is 0, then the vertex is said to be a sink vertex. Remember, these are two types of vertices, source and sink. Now, what is the order and size of a graph? This is important. Order and size of a graph, that is G. The name of the graph is G. Now, G be any graph. If we say G, then it consists of vertices as well as edges. G must be written like this. So let G be a graph, either directed or undirected. The number of distinct vertices in G is called order of G. Now just see in this triangle, the number of distinct vertices are 3. So the order is denoted by O, that is 3. And the number of edges is called size. And number of edges is equal to size of G. And how many edges are there? That is also 3. So order means the number of vertices and size means the number of edges in the graph. Next, we have very important phenomena. Adjacent vertices तो आपको पता ही है. Adjacent कौन से होते हैं? जो direct edge बना रहे हैं. V1 and V2 के बीच में there is an direct edge. So we can say that V1 and V2 are adjacent. This is 2. V1 and V3 are adjacent. V2 and V3 are adjacent. Non-adjacent vertices are also there. Suppose we have a rectangle. This is a closed graph actually. V1, V2, V3, V4. So V1, V2 are adjacent, but V1, V3 are not adjacent because there is no direct edge between V1 and V3. Next, we have important handshaking theorem. The statement of the theorem is, let G be a graph. When we say G, G will be like this, with be a graph with E edges and N vertices. The N vertices are V1, V2, so on Vn. These are the vertices. Then the sum of the degrees of the vertices, degree of V1 plus degree of V2 plus so on, degree of Vn, is always twice the number of edges. This is the statement of handshaking theorem. So this can be written, the sum of the degrees of Vi's, I is 1 to n, that is always even. 2e mean even. That is 2 times the number of edges. This is the statement of a handshaking theorem. We can find out the proof of this. Proof is a little theoretical. Each edge contributes 2 degrees in a graph. Just see, we have a graph V1, V2, V3. We have edge E1, E2 and E3. Now this edge contributes 2 to the degree. ये जो edge E1 है ये 2 डिग्री ऐड कर रहा है, 1 डिग्री V1 में वो ऐड कर रहा है और 1 डिग्री V2 में ऐड कर रहा है. So this edge contributes 2 to the degree of the graph. This edge also contributes 2 to the degree, 2 degree in the graph. Similarly, this edge also contributes 2 degree in the graph. So also each edge contributes 1 degree to each of the vertices. ये तो हो गया 2 degree in the graph when the graph is undirected. But if the graph is a directed graph like this, so each edge contributes on 1 degree to each of the vertices, just like this, V1, V2 and V3. एक एज उसके बाहर जा रहा है और एक एज उसके इंसिडेंट हो रहा है. So if this is going on, one edge is incident on it. Suppose ये भी edge बाहर जा रहा है. Suppose this edge is also going outward. Now V1 के ऊपर कोई भी edge incident नहीं है, कोई भी वर्टेक्स जो है edge incident नहीं कर रहा है. तो इसका मतलब इसकी तो कोई डिग्री नहीं हुई, लेकिन ये इसने क्या कर दिया, जो जो अपनी डिग्री थी ये दूसरे वर्टेक्स में ऐड कर दिया है 1. सो व्हाट आई वांट टू से, अगर तो कोई एज इस पर इंसिडेंट है तो वो 1 डिग्री आ रही है, और अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो वो जो 1 डिग्री है वो दूसरे वर्टेक्स में ऐड करी जा रही है. अब देखिए ये 1 डिग्री यहां से आ गई और ये 1 डिग्री यहां से आ गई. Because this is also incident on V3 and this also incident on V3 in the case of directed graph. Therefore, if there are E edges, as they have said, and n vertices in the graph, then degree of a first vertex to degree of the nth vertex will be always equal to 2 times the number of edges. So therefore the sum of the degrees is 2 times the number of edges. The proof is very simple, just 2 lines, that in the case of undirected graph, each edge contributes 2 degrees in a graph, and in the case of directed, each edge contributes 1 degree of each of the vertices on which it is incident. So if there are E edges and vertices, then the sum of the degrees is 2 times number of edges. It is but obvious that will always be even. You can get that. Just see, इसमें हमारे पास जो डिग्रीज बन रही हैं 3 वर्सेस की, डिग्री ऑफ V1 is 2 and degree of V2 is also 2 and degree of V3 is also 2, that is 6, can be written as 2 times. So this is 2E, E number of edges. Now let us talk about this. Now what is the degree which is contributing over here? Now 1 degree is going outward and 1 degree is going inward. So it means out degree is 1, out degree is 1, and you can also say that the in degree of V2 is 1. This is the degree of, okay, एक मिनट रुकिए, sum of in degrees, sum of in degrees will be, in degree of V1 is 0 here, in degree of V2 is 1 here, and in degree of V3 is 2 here. This comes out to be 3. and we also require out degree. Sum of out degrees. Out degree of V1 is 2, 2. Out degree of V2 is 1, and out degree of V3 is 0, that is 3. And the sum of the degrees is sum of the degrees is equal to 3 plus 3, that comes out to be 6, and that can be written as 2 times 3. It means in the case of a directed graph, we have to take the sum of in degrees and out degrees. So the number of edges incident on it and the number of edges going outward, or sum of those will be taken as the sum of the degrees. So this is the proof of a handshaking theorem, and your question may come like this: is there any graph? Is there any graph possible with 5 verses having degrees? Having degrees. फर्स्ट की डिग्री 2 है, सेकंड की डिग्री 3 है, थर्ड की डिग्री भी 3 है, फोर्थ की डिग्री 2 है, एंड फिफ्थ की डिग्री भी 2 है. सो इज देयर एनी ग्राफ पॉसिबल? लास्ट वाली डिग्री 4 कर लीजिए, इट डजंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस, मल्टीपल एजेस हो सकते हैं. सो दीज आर द डिग्रीज ऑफ द ग्राफ गिवन टू अस. सो वर्सेस आर 5. सो लेट v1, v2, v5 are the verses, so that degree of v1 is 2, degree of v2 is 3, and the degree of v5 is 4. By handshaking theorem, we can use the theorem over here. So by handshaking theorem, the sum of the degrees will be equal to 2 times the number of edges. The number of edges will be written as it is. Just see, E is the number of edges. Now 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4, that is 2E. And E comes out to be 14 over 2, that is 7. So this is possible. The number of edges are possible, that is 7. Suppose this is the question. So the graph is possible. आप ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. Hence the graph is possible with the number of edges are 7. But if we have degrees 2, 3, 3, 2, and 3, the last degree is taken as 3. Now the sum of the degrees is 6 plus 4, that is 13. E is equal to 13 upon 2, that is 6.5. Is it possible? No. The number of edges cannot be in decimal fraction. So the graph is not possible in this case. So this type of questions are important by the users of handshaking theorem. Now we have a result or a theorem. Let G be an undirected graph. Undirected graph over here. Then G has even number of verses. G has even number of verses of odd degree. This is we need to prove. And for the proof of this, let V1 is equal to, अगर कोई G ग्राफ है तो G ग्राफ में हमारे पास वर्सेस का सेट भी है और एजेस का सेट भी है. सो जो वर्सेस का सेट है that is V1 and V2. V1 and V2 is the It means V is the sum of V1 and V2. The set of verses of even degree. जो भी वर्सेस इवन डिग्री के हैं उनका नाम V1 सेट में रख दिया, V1 सेट में उनको रख दिया. Similarly, the set of verses of odd degree has been written in set V2 by handshaking phenomena or theorem. The sum of the degrees of the verses is 2 times the number of edges, and your VIs are belonging to capital V, and this can be written as this contain. इसमें वो वर्सेस भी आ जाएंगे जिनकी डिग्रीज V1 में से आ रही हैं, जहां ऑड डिग्रीज हैं. द सम ऑफ द degrees of the verses having even degree. So Vi is belonging to capital V2. That is 2 times number of edges. Now it can be written. This can be written here. Degrees का जो sum है, जो V2 में से आ रहा है, that is written as 2 times E. This will be subtracted from the other side, the degrees of Vi's. And it is that degree of Vi is even. Just see how it is so. Why V2 is the degrees, the set of verses of odd degree. The set of verses of odd degree. So for each Vi belonging to V1, degree of Vi is even, क्योंकि ये सारी की सारी डिग्रीज इवन है, एंड दिस इज even. Vi is belonging to V1. So this is sum of the difference of two even numbers. This is also even, and अगर degree even है तो sum of the even quantities will also be even. So this is even and this is even, and the difference of two even should be even. It means the right hand side of 1 gives us that the right hand side is an even number. Hence, if right hand side is even, then sum of the degrees, although degrees are the verses are of odd degrees, that should also be even. This should also be even. हर एक वर्टेक्स की डिग्री ऑड है. दिस इज पॉसिबल. मान लो फर्स्ट वर्टेक्स की डिग्री 3 है, सेकंड की 1 है, थर्ड की 5 है, फोर्थ की 7 है, फिफ्थ की भी 3 है. मैंने 5 वर्टेक्स लिए, एंड द सम कम आउट टू बी 9, 16 एंड दैट इज 10, 15, 16. The sum of the set of the verses of odd degree. Okay, even number of verses we need to take. So one more vertex should be taken, and its degree is 7. So 10 and 12, 22 plus 4, 26. So it means that should also comes out to be 26, even quantity. So sum of the degrees of even number of verses is always of odd degree. डिग्री चाहे वो ऑड है, बट द नंबर ऑफ वर्सेस तो इवन है. 1 2 3 4 5 6 लेने, 6 ले सकते हैं, 4 ले सकते हैं, 2 ले सकते हैं, 8 ले सकते हैं, 10 ले सकते हैं, बट ऑड नंबर ऑफ वर्सेस नहीं ले सकते. सो दैट इज ऑलवेज इवन, एंड दिस इज द प्रूफ ऑफ द थ्योरम. Now we also have one result, that is also a theorem. Prove that in a simple graph G with n vertices, the first one is each vertex has maximum degree n minus 1. किसी भी सिंपल ग्राफ में किसी भी वर्टेक्स की मैक्सिमम डिग्री n-1 है एंड मैक्सिमम number of edges is n into n minus 1 over 2. So these are two important points which we need to prove. So let us do that. If n is 1, it means vertex is 1. If the vertex is 1, the number of edges in G is 0. Why so? Because edge बनाने के लिए हमें कम से कम 2 वर्टेक्स चाहिए ताकि हम ज्वाइन कर पाए. So maximum, therefore, maximum degree of a vertex is 0. That is 1 minus 1. It is true because n is 1. So if n is 2, the number of edges in G is 1. So this is just like a principle of mathematical induction. Maximum degree of a vertex is 1. That is 2 minus 1 because n is 2 here. So we are proving this. So if G has n vertices, then the maximum degree of a vertex is n minus 1. बिकॉज ऐसे ही अगर प्रोसेस इंक्रीज कर देंगे तो n वर्सेस के लिए फॉर n वर्सेस we will have this result. Now the second one is, let G be a simple graph with n vertices and a degree of each vertex. Just see, maximum degree of each vertex, that comes out to be n minus 1. This is maximum degree. Therefore, it can be written degree of each vertex is less than or equal to n minus 1. या तो n minus 1 होएगी या उससे कम होएगी. Therefore, by handshaking theorem, sum of degrees of n vertices, if the degree of a vertex is n minus 1, then the degree of n vertices will be n minus 1 plus so on n minus 1. How many times? N times. That is equal to n into n minus 1. So this is the maximum value, and by handshaking theorem, sum of the degrees of the vertices is equal to twice number of edges. So maximum is n into n minus 1. So therefore the number of edges is n into n minus 1 over 2. Well, maximum value n into n minus 1 over 2 or less than that. So the maximum number of edges in a simple graph G are n into n minus 1 over 2. This is also important result we have. We can operate operations on graph also. Operations on graphs we can operate. We have two graphs, G1 and G2. G1 having vertices set V1 and edges set E1, and G2 having vertices set V2 and edges set E2. Then number 1 point is we can find out the union of G1 and G2, and that will be a simple graph G having vertices V and E. and B is V1 union V2, and E is E1 union E2. So वर्सेस की भी यूनियन कर देंगे हम कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंगली, और एजेस की भी यूनियन कर देंगे. अगर हम यूनियन फाइंड कर सकते हैं तो इंटरसेक्शन भी फाइंड कर सकते हैं. सो G1 intersection G2 is a graph G having verses V and E. V is the intersection of V1 V2, and E is the intersection of E1 and E2. So we can find out the union of two graphs and intersection of two graphs. Third one is important. Let G be a graph that is a simple graph. Then the complement of G, denoted by G bar, is the simple graph having the same set of vertices of G, with the property that whenever any two vertices are adjacent in G that are not adjacent in G bar. So edges set का complement only. Vertices will be same. We can find out the complement of a graph. Now, what does it mean? We can find out. Suppose we have the graph. The graph is like this. Just take the simple graph. So this is a V1, V2, V3. This is the graph G, and we can find out its complement. V1 में G में जो वर्सेस ज्वाइंट हैं वो G बार में ज्वाइंट नहीं होने चाहिए. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ complement. So this is V1, V2, V3. Now this is isolated vertices. All the vertices are isolated in the complement of the graph, or this is a null graph. We can also find out the complement of this graph G, that is V1, V2, V3, V4. Now V1, V2, V3 and V4. Now V1, V2 are joined in G, but it should not be joined in G bar. And V1, V4 are not joined here, so these vertices should be joined in G bar. Similarly, V2, V3 should be joined in G bar. So this is the complement of this graph. This is very important. Next, we have the definition of subgraph. Before subgraph, we have a definition of a regular graph. A graph is a regular graph if the degree of each vertex is the same. Now, in this graph, just see, in this G, degree of each VI's, each vertex is 2. So this is a regular graph, and this is said to be too regular. और अगर किसी ग्राफ में सभी वर्सेस की डिग्री 3 हो, that will be 3 regular graph. Now come to subgraph. Let G be a graph having the set of vertices as well as edges, and H is another graph having the set of vertices V dash and E dash. Then H is said to be a subgraph of G if V dash is a subset of V and E dash is a subset of E. That is, the vertices of H are also vertices of G, and edges of H are also edges of G. Is a subgraph H of G is called as proper subgraph if H is not equal to G. This is a proper subset. That is, if the set of verses are proper subset of the set of verses in G. Similarly, the set of edges in H is also a proper subset of the set of edges in G. So this is the meaning of a subgraph. We can take the example also. Suppose we have a graph. Now, this is V1, V2, V3, V4. This is V5. Now, this is the graph we have having five verses. Now you can cross this, you can cross this. Now the number of verses are subset, and uh, yes, name this graph as G. We can find out the subgraph of this. Suppose I plot the graph. Now this is the graph we have V1, V2, V3, V4. This is the graph, and this graph can be named as H. This can be named as H graph. Clearly, H is not equal to G. Why? Because the set of verses are 4 here and set of verses are 5 here. That is, V dash is a proper subset of V, and E dash is also a proper subset of E. So, because the number of edges are also less, two edges have been removed in H. So this means H is a subgraph, even proper subgraph of G. But if I take like this, suppose that is V5 also. So now in this case, the verses are equal, but the edges are proper subset. So we can say that H is a subgraph of G. सो अगर वर्सेस उतने ही रहें लेकिन एजेस कम हो जाएं तब हम बोलते हैं कि दैट इज अ सिंपल सब ग्राफ. और अगर वर्सेस और एजेस both are proper subsets of the original number of verses and the number of edges, then it is said to be a proper subgraph. Now similarly we have spanning subgraph. If spanning term has been used, spanning subgraph, if the number of vertices are same but the edges are not same, so the graph is also said to be spanning subgraph. Now the number of vertices are same. Now this is the case of a spanning subgraph because the number of vertices are same but edges are less in the new graph. So the graphs are said to be, or the new graph is said to be the spanning subgraph of the given original graph. Now some more properties we have. These are also the properties of the graph. First one is complete graph, or we can say that the type of the graph. A graph G is said to be a complete graph if it contains exactly one edge between each pair of distinct vertices, like this. Now you just see, this is a graph in which we have 4 vertices. Now, according to the complete property, there should be the pair of edges. There should be an edge between any pair of vertices. Now, V1 and V3 के बीच में कोई edge नहीं है. So for making it complete, we can draw this, and V2 and V4 के बीच में there is no edge. So for making it complete, we have to plot an edge. Remember, this is also the part of the definition that no two edges should cross. ये edge अगर हम यहाँ से बनाते तो edges cross हो जाने थे. This is the one of the property that edges should not cross each other. So remember this. Now, a complete graph with n vertices is denoted by Kn, n greater than or equal to 1 is an integer. So this is denoted by Kn. Degree of a vertex in a graph. Now, degree of vertex in Kn. अगर Kn complete graph है, n is greater than or equal to 1 and n is the number of vertices, then each vertex of Kn is connected to other n minus 1 vertices, obviously. Therefore, degree of each vertex will be n minus 1. Here, Vi's are coming from Kn. हर एक वर्टेक्स की डिग्री n-1 होएगी. जस्ट सी, इसमें V1, V2, V3 हर एक की डिग्री 3 होनी चाहिए क्योंकि टोटल 4 वर्सेस हैं. जस्ट सी, 4 वर्सेस हैं तो डिग्री ऑफ ईच वर्टेक्स शुड बी 3 because 4 minus 3 property will be used. V1 की डिग्री भी 3, V2 की भी 3, V3 की भी 3 and V4 की भी 3. So this is okay. Now the number of edges in Kn. This is also important. Let m be the number of edges in Kn with n vertices. Vertices उसमें n है. By the definition, हर एक वर्टेक्स की डिग्री होनी चाहिए n-1 according to this. And by handshaking theorem, sum of the degrees of each vertex should be equal to 2 times the number of edges. This is by handshaking theorem. And how many vertices are there? N. So that is n into n minus 1. So it means n into n minus 1 over 2. So the number of edges in that graph should be this, n into n minus 1 over 2. According to our this example, the number of edges are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So put the value here, and that is a 4 into 4 minus 1 upon 2. This is obviously 6. So the result is justified. So this is the case of completeness. Now, regular graph has already been discussed. If the degree of each vertex is the same, if we have a null vertex, degree of this vertex is 0, so this is a 0 regular. And if we have this graph, there is an edge between a pair of vertices. This is said to be degree of each vertex is 1, so this is 1 regular. And similarly, this graph is 2 regular because degree of each vertex is 2. So these are some of the regular types of graph in which degree is 0, degree is 1, and degree is 2. Now, one more important type of the graph is a cycle graph. After complete regular, and third one is cycle graph. So a cycle graph Cn, n should be greater than or equal to 3, is a simple graph with n vertices v1, v2, so on, vn. These are n vertices and n edges. N edges are v1, v2, v2, v3, and so on. The last one is Vn V1 because we are talking about cycle, and its previous one will be Vn minus 1 Vn. So these are the n edges we have in this cyclic graph with n vertices. But n should be at least 3. Means to say that there should be at least 3 vertices. For the case of 3, we have a triangle. For the case of 4 vertices, n is equal to 4, we have a square. For the case of 5 vertices, we have a pentagon. And for the case of 6 vertices, we have the example of benzene ring. This is a C3, C4, C5, and C6. So all of these are cycle graphs, and we can easily find out the number of edges. Just see, if n vertices, we take the example of this, 6 vertices are there, and edges are also 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we have another definition of a graph, that is bipartite graph. Bipartite. A graph, simple graph, G is said to be a bipartite graph if the set of vertices V can be partitioned into two subsets, that is V1 and V2, so that V1 intersection V2 is pi, and V1 union V2 is capital V. Obviously, same. So, in which can be partitioned so that every edge UV, the edge, one edge comes from, every edge UV can be made by connecting the vertices of the set V1 with the vertices of the set V2. Now, we can take the example. Suppose we have a graph. Now, this is the graph. This is a V1, V2. This is a U1, U2, U3. Now, the total set of vertices is, this is a simple graph G having vertices, and that is a V1, V2, U1, U2, U3. Now it can be partitioned into V1 and V2. In V1 we have small v1, v2, and in V2 we have U1, U2 and U3. So that now V1 के जो वर्सेस होंगे वो V2 के वर्सेस के साथ ही ज्वाइन होंगे, but these verses cannot join with each other. Similarly, these verses cannot join with each other. So just like this, join here, join here, and join here. Now, this is the example of a bipartite graph. So, another definition comes from here, that is complete bipartite. Now, the bipartite graph can be made complete if all the vertices of the set V1 are adjacent to the vertices of the set V2. Now just see, V1 is joined with U1, U2, but not with U3. So you can make it a complete bipartite. V2 is joined with U2, U3, but not with U1. So now this is a complete bipartite graph. So this is another definition of a complete bipartite. So I stopped my class here. We shall continue tomorrow in the next lecture. Thank you very much.